Configuration. The setup menu can be used to configure the ECG to fit your needs. To access the setup menu, press Home and then the Setup button. The following is a breakdown of the setup menu. Print Setup Report. This option prints a full report on the preferences setup on the device. Run this report to see what the current settings are. ECG is an option you can change the format, sequence, and interpretation preferences. Waveform preferences, you can change the speed, gain, baseline filter, pacer enhancement, lead group. Rhythm, this option allows you to choose between auto rhythm and 2 custom rhythms. The patient, this allows you to add or remove patient demographics info. You can configure last name, first name, date of birth, age, gender, race, medication, class, height, and weight. The directory, this lets you switch how to find patient information. Patient ID, name, or room can be chosen. System, this lets you switch between users 1 and 2, as well as change the date, format, date, time, language, height units, weight units, instrument name. Send and receive, this option lets you set up network connections. Printer, this lets you change plain paper printing options. Print system statistics. Product key allows you to add, edit, or remove product keys. Accessing the service function. The service functions can be accessed by pressing Home, then Setup, and then scrolling to the service functions and the display. Another option is to press Home, Setup, Shift, and then Stop and Enter at the same time. If the administrator password has been set up, you must enter the password to access the menu. Once you are in this menu, you can run 5 different kinds of tests: keyboard test, print head resistance, printer test, sequence, printer test, alternate sequence, and test alternate. There are many more options under this menu. We'll be focused on the function test of this device to help diagnose problems. Keyboard test run. The keyboard test, press each button on the device and compare it with the output shown on the display. Do inputs match with the output? This test is designed to ensure that the keyboard is functioning correctly. Print head resistance. When you run this test, the value given should match the value written on the print head. If the display value is incorrect, delete the display value using the backspace button and enter the written print head values. This should be done during regular maintenance as well as when you change the logic, PCB, or paper drive assembly. Printer test alternate sequence. Run the printer test alternate sequence. How does this differ from the printer test sequence test? Test alternate. When you run this test, the printer will continuously print test page until the stop button is pressed. For factory defaults, this option will reset all settings to the original manufacturer setting simultaneously.